All right. Should fade that out. Welcome to Chasing Daylight Podcast. Dad's not here. It's a soulful night. Dad is no longer here. He's in Idaho, so left me the keys. I played some soul golf this past weekend. We got a special guest in town or live on Riverside. Jeremy's here, Dan's here. Not sure what you guys did as far as golf, but Blind Squirrel Golf is in the building. What's up, man?
Yeah, what's up, guys? What's up? Appreciate you having me out, man.
Absolutely.
It's an honor. Love
Also known as
Jameson.
Jameson.
Every week. Yes, sir.
Yes, we love having guests.
Yeah, we've been on a roll lately. Like we've been, I think Matt posted we've had guests like the past 3 of 4 weeks or something like that.
I heard your all's runoff on the 250 episode. The runoff of all you've had. It's pretty sick.
Yeah, cool. we've had a good amount. Yeah,
appreciate you having me out. Yeah,
appreciate you, man. So I met Jameson over at Cam Kelly, who was on recently. I finally got to play in one of his events over at Goat Hill Park. We stayed in the same house, never met him before. Obviously a homie now, so as golf does, because it brings people together. But it was a blast, and he has like a smaller golf brand similar to Hitting Greens. So obviously I throw his stuff out there, he throws my stuff out there, and I appreciate that. So happy to have him on. He's based out of Charlotte, North Carolina. A lot of good golf out there, and he's played a lot of sick ass golf courses. And he's dropping a hoodie here soon, so I'm sure we'll talk about that as well. I already ordered mine, so I can't wait to find that in the mail soon. Let's get into let's just start out PNC. Did you guys watch any PNC this weekend?
Yeah, pretty good amount. Not as much as I wanted to, but mostly at night.
Yeah, same
catching
here.
up.
I was in Arizona, so like and we probably should just start with the Arizona trip because we were in a timeshare, 2 kids, me, my wife, in this. It's fucking like 600 square feet.
Nice.
And I felt like I was like living as a 22-year-old again with 2 kids. It was rough, but it was a good time, and I didn't get to watch any PNC. Like my dad, who just crawled into the master bedroom with the king size bed, he got to watch, and he was giving me updates here and there because he had his own space. I didn't have my own space, so
yeah,
long weekend. But I played some golf. But I was watching Instagram to try and see what was going on, and one of my favorite things I saw today was Roger Steele doing the recoil test. Did you guys see this?
No.
So Roger went to 5-iron in Chicago because Charlie, obviously it was the recoil, right?
Yep.
I'm sure you guys saw those videos. And he was testing it out, and I don't know how accurate it was, but Roger Steele was recoiling all of his clubs, and he was getting like an extra 40 yards. I mean,
interesting.
An extra 40?
On some of them, right? Like, wow. He was hitting. He was giving commentary as he was doing it, so it was quite interesting. I suggest you go watch it because he was like hitting his like 7-iron like 220. I mean, his recoil looked like shit, trash, as he would probably say, but it was going.
Well, I mean, it's probably the swinging extra hard, because if you swing smooth, the recoil doesn't really, there's no place for a recoil in like a smooth transition. It's like giving it 120%. Yeah. So maybe it was the speed.
But he was lacing them though. Like he was hitting them. It wasn't like some squirters or some pulleys. It was like just some like smooth cuts, which was wild. And they were
maybe there's something to it, man. I when I was taught golf, it was like swing smooth, your tempo's everything. But maybe balls to the wall, swinging, after everything. Maybe you develop a skill of where you can control it, and then you just every shot is just going all out. I've never tried it.
Well, Tiger was a recoil back in the day.
That's what
too.
Tiger said.
Yeah,
and that's what Tiger said too. He said, "Hit it hard. We'll figure it out later how to get it where we want. Just swing hard."
That's a good point.
I mean, got to be something behind it. Yeah,
that's something I've never done.
I don't do that, but
never done that.
I don't do that. No, yeah.
I don't do
no,
that.
I'm chilling.
Yeah, I don't got the speed for that one, but it was interesting.
Yeah,
it was interesting. So Langer team Langer takes it home again. What is that? That's like the 4th or 5th time with 2 different kids.
Dude,
yeah, 5th time, third with the kid. Yeah.
Yep. Leatherface taking it home. Another thing I saw, Angel Herbara
Angel?
Reinstated on PGA Tour.
Is he really?
Angel.
So he was in prison in like Argentina or something, right?
Yeah.
I don't even know. Dan, you might know, because I think you commented about this last time we talked about it.
Yeah, I think it was in Argentina for a domestic thing. I think he like choked out his wife or beat her up or something. Yeah, did his time and got reinstated.
Crazy.
So
Wow.
we'll see. Former Masters champ. We'll see how well accepted he is.
So he's
And
just
he
going to
knows
go
what-
straight to the Champions Tour, right?
Yeah,
Obviously.
yeah, probably. But yeah. So I don't know. We'll see if we'll be at Augusta in April.
That's wild. It said he played in a tournament a couple weeks ago in Rosario, Argentina. Got 10th, like tied 10th.
Wow.
Dang.
It's
So
crazy. Yeah,
He's ready to go.
he's ready.
He's
I
working
guess.
on a short game out there in the yard.
That's
About
right.
cell
That's
block
right.
D.
Thrust. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I mean, I don't know all the details, but like, good for him, I guess. I don't know exactly what he did, but
Yeah.
I mean, that's what prison's supposed to do. It's supposed to reinstate you into society. So I guess that's what happened here. So it's the judicial system working, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. That's an interesting one for sure.
We'll see. Yeah.
I actually liked watching him like when I was a little younger, when he won the Masters. I think my dad went to the Masters one year, and I think it's when he won. And he just would not stop talking about how hard Angel hit the ball, like just how pure his swing was. It wasn't violent. He just smashed the ball, and it was like just missiles. So I've always kind of liked watching him for that.
See, and I don't remember him at all because he was on there before I started playing golf. So I've only seen videos of him. So I mean, how big was he? Was he like a big deal? Or did he won the Masters, right?
Well, he won the
Masters.
And you won the
And the
Open.
US Open.
Yeah. You won the Open as
Yeah.
well.
Okay.
I think he
So
was
yeah,
like,
he had a
was it
couple.
too major?
He had a couple year stretch where he was pretty solid, and I don't want to say he was number one in the world because that was still during Tiger's era. But I think he got to inside top 5 for sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Didn't he almost win the
I mean-
Masters the next year or the previous year or something? I think he was right there.
He
And
was
then
one of
he-
those guys that is like always on the first page. He would contend in a lot of majors. The big tournaments. He's just a solid player.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, interesting. I mean, I don't know of him, but I know of him, so I never seen him play golf. But obviously, as a Masters champion, I mean, like his name is up there.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, you win the Masters, you're solid gold. So I'm looking forward to seeing him on there. I mean, looking forward to seeing him up there. I accidentally hit stop because I'm fumbling around trying to hit mute. Shout out Dad, who's in the chat. Rob Chapman, El Pato is in the chat. Editing is going to be fun for Matt. He's in Idaho, as we mentioned before. But did you guys see the TaylorMade ad?
Where they were all elves and Tiger was Santa.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was
That was worse than the
bad.
Christmas sweater one, I think. I think that was last year or something.
It's gotten better since the players left for Live that were there. Like DJ left. Who else who was on TaylorMade that left? Well, Rom was on TaylorMade. He left.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't been good in a while. Like this year's was really bad. I remember last year's being really bad, and the year before's was pretty decent. But I saw it and I was like, this is terrible.
That was pretty cheesy for sure.
Nobody was
cheesy, yeah.
talking. Nobody was talking.
Yeah.
That was weird. That was the weirdest part. Just nobody talking. Like the face expression,
Totally.
like Fleetwood when he opened up the
Yeah.
Jack in the Box was like such a corny. I mean, they're not actors, obviously,
Right,
but
yeah.
like
Yeah,
still, just the pure. I don't know. It was just cringy a little
Yeah.
bit.
Well, I
Yes.
remember the
Yeah,
one
and
where
nobody
they were,
talking was the weirdest part.
totally. I remember the one where they were on like the stairs,
Yep.
and it was like that, like 3 or 4 years ago, and it was like a really good ad, and it's gone to shit since Live started, in my opinion. And, like it doesn't have as much like hit to it, personally, in my opinion. We got a few people in the chat. Matt said Jesus Christ, because I stopped the recording. So he's gonna have to do some work, obviously. The STEM Golf is out here. We are about to it's cutting off. Kirkland commercials with Liv. We're about to see Kirkland commercials with Liv.
Hell yeah.
Did you you guys obviously saw the driver, right?
Mm-hmm.
To me, it looks like a Titleist.
It's like a Mizuno Titleist hybrid. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
seen some reviews on it. I mean, worth a try.
You
I was going to try to get my hand on some of the irons because I'm like a Kirkland. I mean, the talk about hole in one. It's with the Kirkland. Of course it is. Like, has to be, right? Of course. And so all my boys are sending me the irons. They're like, dude, are you going to get the? I mean,
you just hit
try them
everything
out.
pure.
They look pretty nice.
I think they did a pretty damn good job with it, right? Like,
yeah,
I think they could have made them better if, like, I know Kirkland is a brand, right? But it's that brand signature on the iron is too big.
Agreed.
If they could have just done like a KS1 or something on the toe or the heel somewhere, I think it would have appealed to way more people. Like, those irons appeal to Costco fanatics, in my opinion. Like, if there's a housewife that, like, my husband has been wanting to get into golf, like, and she strolls by them, she might pick them up. But I think if there's like a player that's probably like a 20 handicap and they stroll by them and they see the KS1 logo on the toe or something, like nothing too crazy, they might pick them up too. I think they just go too they go too big on their advertising. Like, nobody's really seen the back of the club on the golf course. Like, just put a KS1 there. Boom. And then next time you release an iron, KS2, let's go. Easy. You know?
Have you seen the top of the driver, the crown? Is there, I don't know if I've seen it. I think I've only seen the bottom. Is they going to put like some type of branding there?
No, I think it's just a clean, like carbon fiber looking kind of face. Yeah, just a black. Yeah, from what I remember, it's pretty.
I think it looks like a Titleist nice from looking. The top.
Yeah,
like glossy carbon.
Yeah.
So Jeremy's grabbing that one.
I'm not grabbing that.
Give it a little test.
No.
Little KS1 action.
The irons I was curious about because there's just so much chrome. I'm not a huge chrome person. I like the more brush look, but are they basically like a 790?
That's what they look like.
Okay.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
And that's why it's going to appeal to a lot of people, I think. Like,
you get one shaft
that
option.
Strolls by those. Yeah. Yeah. They're probably going to be boxed up. I mean, same way they did their wedges and their putter, like probably one option. And, grab it. You could return it within fucking 4 years if you want to. That's fine. So that's what's good about Costco.
Yeah. And they'll have the bag.
Might just have to grab them, test them out, and then just return them.
They'll have like
they ain't going to ask you no questions.
They're probably going to have like a rebranded OGO bag with a massive Kirkland signature logo on the side.
Yeah.
We'll see.
So would a matte black version change your mind on that? Because that's what Stem said. Stem's is trying to grab the matte black version.
I probably wouldn't buy them still, but they're definitely. I think it's cool that they're doing it.
Of the irons, matte black of the irons.
Yeah,
I'm gonna pick them up when they're available. I mean, they're sold out. I'm gonna pick them up.
So it's an auto cop for you. Auto cop.
100%.
Why is that? Why is that an auto cop for you?
Just why not? I mean, try it out. Again, they look like 790s. And again, all I play is Kirkland, so all my boys make fun of me anyway. So.
You play have you tried the putter and the wedges?
No.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen one in real life.
I haven't either. Yeah.
So you strictly play
I think there
balls?
Yeah.
Gloves?
Strictly play Kirkland balls.
Kirkland gloves?
Gloves sometimes. I have a few times, but mainly I use Vice a lot. Gloves I don't really have a preference on.
Yeah. So I tried the Kirkland balls because I only play yellow balls. I know we've talked about this recently, but I only play yellow balls. I don't know what it is. Like, that's just me. But I tried the yellow balls and they don't spin it all off the tee, which is a good thing, right? But I played it 2 holes, and off the second tee, it was just destroyed. The cover was just killed. But I mean, if you want to play those, I mean, I can see them being a good ball, right? Like, it's hard, man. It's hard for me to do it because the cover is so important, and the cover, there's no brand that does it better than Titleist on the cover. I play Strixons currently, and because Titleist is way too expensive. But those Kirkland covers, if they could just get, someone needs to figure out a cover, man, because nobody does a cover better than Titleist. Nobody. Even Vice, like you said, you played Vice. Like if you hit it, like we're out here in the desert, right? You're in the backwoods of the Mid-South area. I mean, you probably hit a tree or two, a little pine needles here and there, but
I've hit a few.
Nothing like hitting a rock in the desert in Las Vegas, because it chews it up, man, and it's done. You can't play it again. But I would just love if one of these companies could figure out the cover, because Titleist does it right, and Bridgestone's pretty good, Strixon's pretty good, but nobody has the Titleist cover, and I'm not paying $60 with tax for a box of balls. Can't do it. A box of balls should not cost more than $50 max with tax.
Yeah,
it's tough. So I don't blame anyone that plays Kirkland balls. Like I get it, but it also depends what you're looking out of them. You're looking for out of them. So
yeah.
So AutoCop, did you already order your irons?
Dude, I can't find them.
Really? Sold out?
Yeah. Damn. Sold out. I mean, I can't. I mean, I'll keep looking, but I mean, for the price, might as well try them out.
Totally.
You can return them, get a slice of pizza, like you said. I mean, it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah. Grab a dog real quick.
That's right. Do you remember that mix-up they had for a while? That there was a bunch of Benardi Queen Bees that were out there that they got accidentally put on the shelves.
Yep.
Which is nuts.
At Costco?
And they were like
wow,
like they were like $280 or something.
Yeah. Like $150 cheaper than normal.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah. Yeah. Called my mom up. I was like, go straight to Costco. Get all of these putters. She's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I was like, get all of these that you can.
Buy them all.
Yeah. She didn't find any, but that was crazy though. Because that's what I play. And I was like, dude, that's nuts.
Yeah, I mean, there was a Travis Matthew out here in Vegas. I don't know if you saw it out there, but there was a Travis Matthew flow into Costco out here. There were shorts. Was it just shorts? Do you guys remember shorts?
I think they had shirts. They were like just solid colored shirts.
Yeah, Beds is in the chat, so he would know. But this was during COVID, and it just hit the Vegas Costco's, and it was like, go get your $15 Travis Matthew shorts because they're there. Because it was during COVID, so they had a lot of stock, and they were just like in Costco. So
every time we go there,
I got a few in the dresser.
Yeah, every time I go there, I look, see, like in hopes that there's a Travis Matthew table.
Same,
but there's never. There probably never will be, but I still keep looking.
Beds is in the chat, and I actually texted him one time and asked him if it was just like a one-time thing or if it's going to happen again, and he said it's probably a one-time thing. So. But I still look every time I'm in Costco. I go try and find the Travis Matthew, because if it's on one of them tables in the middle of Costco, I'm grabbing at least one pair. You know,
how much are the Kirkland irons from Costco?
I think they're $500, $499.
So you can buy some on eBay for not too. I was expecting like double or triple, but $700, $550. Not so, horrible.
Just people flip. People flip them. Yeah. They're $499 is what I've seen retail. Okay. So yeah, people are just trying to flip them.
They were 5 or 6. So that sounds right. Beds is in the chat, and he works for Travis Matthew. So he said they weren't in line. All old shit that we dumped for revenue will never be in Costco ever again. Trust me. So you don't waste your time walking through.
Stop looking at every
for
table.
Travis Matthew.
Yeah,
you might find some Greg Norman shit or Columbia. I mean, if that's, or 32 Degrees is all up in that place. So you can go grab some of that.
So is that an on purpose thing just because COVID and trying to get rid of back stock? Because I mean, you have to figure, obviously no bash on Costco, but that's got to devalue the brand a little, right? Like,
yeah, I mean, it could,
almost,
right? But
I mean,
they only had like 3 styles. And we have to get Beds on at some point, because I mean, Beds is long overdue. He's one of our good friends. Works for Travis Matthew. He was on years and years ago. I mean, not years and years, but a few years ago. So Beds, we dumped dead stock and made money during COVID. Okay, so Beds, you're gonna have to jump on the podcast soon. I know you're down for it, so let's get you on here, and booked for within the next month or something like that. I know you're down, so. But yeah, it was interesting, and it was like during COVID, so it was like you're strolling through Costco with your mask, and you're like, Travis Matthew, hell yeah, pick up a couple. Never gonna see that deal again. So, and it was true. So everybody that picked one up, you're never gonna see that deal again. Yeah, no one would have those styles in stock in a shop. So, interesting. Costco legend. It's probably going to be written in the Costco storybooks at some point. So
it's got to be.
Anybody want to take over real quick? I got a few comments in here, so I'm going to try and get through. So Jeremy, Dan, you guys got anything?
Go ahead, Jay.
I was just thinking about something. We can actually talk about our golf. Dan and I played with Trey and Julian out at Rio Seco.
Oh yeah, go for that.
And
I was going to ask you guys if you played.
I had to leave early because my kid got sick at school, but Rio Seco's awesome. Like, just like Matt was saying, it's like super pure, hard to get out there if you're a resident, but we kind of lucked out with a weekday tee time. I took my T100s out there just to give them another chance, and mid-round, I'm like, okay, I'm taking these to Jason because I do not want these T100s anymore. And then I proceeded to smash one into a rock and took
on his last hole.
On the last hole. And then after that, I'm like, maybe Trey and Julian think I'm leaving because I'm angry, but I would have stuck around. But yeah, not playing the T100s. I'm going to sell the T100s. So if anyone's listening and you want a set of Titleist T100s, I'm going to sell them. So if you're interested, you can.
Well, I'm waiting for the new levels. So
yeah.
But anybody that wants some T100s, you can hit up Jeremy.
Yeah, well, it'll be a good deal. It's not.
Are you going to strictly play the Miras or what?
Strictly playing the Miras.
Hell yeah!
Whoa!
Hell yeah!
Full on soul golf.
Yeah,
let's go.
I just can't. I can't do it.
Take out the paint and brush off the chrome. Let's get fully raw on that and play some.
That would be cool.
Golf.
Actually, that would be really awesome.
Yeah. Right.
All right, now you got me thinking about that.
I did see a comment in here. Where did I see it? So Stems Golf, who is tuning in live, he said the Bettinardi putters, I think it was him, yeah, came from their South American dealer, and he didn't tell Bettinardi, and he just like sold them to Costco. This is what I'm seeing here.
I'm guessing you found a new dealer.
Fucking COVID, man.
That's wild.
People desperate, dude. Interesting.
And those were like the real deal too. It wasn't like just sort of like some watered down like Bettinardi putters that they made. It was like the $450 Queen Bee.
Right. Queen Bees. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. Stems is also going, how are those T100 irons? They're pure, man. If you want to get into some T100s, hit up Jeremy. He has them for you. They're great.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with Titleist, really. I did go to Phoenix this past weekend, played Action Dunes, Southern Dunes with DJ, who is a character. He works for New Level, and the homie Doc Rhoden. I haven't seen him in a few years. He used to work club champion with Julian. He's been on the podcast before. I haven't seen him in a few years. Got to play with him, and also Brett Brunel, who is the ambassador, the main dude for Random Golf Club in Phoenix, who also started the Las Vegas chapter out here. So I got to play with those three guys down in Arizona for the first time. Action Southern Dunes, those greens were perfect. I loved how the grass was just mowed down into the bunkers, so everything was feeding away from you. The fairways were tight. It was a great day. And those guys don't get to play golf that often, so it was kind of cool. I told them, guys, don't worry about it. We're soul golfing today. We're just enjoy yourself, man. You're with hitting greens. We're soul golfing. We're vibing out. So it was a really good day. And afterwards, everybody had I got my last handshakes of the year, I think. But that was on Saturday. And then we hit up like Lou Malnati's, and we hit up Putt-Shack. Was fantastic at a little mini golf place that tracks your ball. A lot of crazy stuff, like you putt over like through a half pipe and drums. I was trying to clip a video today to show everyone, but on Monday morning I was very hungover, and I went over to the New Level headquarters to meet up with Doc and see the facility that they have, and it was amazing. I got some. I got Matt's irons here. He was asking me 47 times over the weekend. I got them. There's 2 of them for you because I'm keeping one for the service charge. But they are here, and I got a sneak peek at some new stuff. I did get a sneak peek at some new stuff, and they're doing fantastic things, man. I'm really hyped on the new equipment that's coming for New Level next year. I'm telling you, sick. I hit them. They're fantastic. Probably half the price of any major manufacturer that you're going to find. I mean, at least 40% less than you're going to find. And they're amazing. I mean, and we all saw the rise of Steven Alker just come up out of Champions Tour. Like, dude is killing it. Ches Reevy was in the house when I was there. I told Doc, go talk to him, like get him on the pod. So hopefully that can happen at some point. There is the True Linkswear showroom there, which I finally got to see some of the stuff I haven't seen in person live. So that was fantastic. They have a sports management company. They have Motion Labs is up in there. And Doc is one of the builders as well as DJ who we played with. And I would trust Doc Rhoden with any of my clubs. I know I'm not getting any spinning Fairwells. I'm not getting no spree wells on my clubs. So, but yeah, the new shit that's coming is amazing. It looks so good. And I'm grabbing some, no doubt. In my head, I'm grabbing them.
When do they say when they're going to come out?
Doc said probably April. So they're on order. So they're coming. And I'm buying a set, no doubt, in my head.
Wow.
And they're like $300 more than the Kirkland irons. They're amazing. They look so good. One of the dudes, I forget his name, but he had the MBs and he pulled one out and I got to see it. And they're fantastic. And they blend so well together. Like if you were gonna blend a MB with like a cavity back, like they just flow really well. So keep an eye out on that because that was awesome to see. I got to see some protos. New Level's doing some things, man. I'm really excited because I've always wanted to get some new levels, but it's always been like too like Gotham City, like too much going on the irons for me. And I told Doc that I was like, it's just too much like Batman. There's too much Gotham City going on. Not that you see that, but they dumbed it down a little bit and simplified it a bit, so it's like cleaner.
I'm excited to see it.
I think it's gonna hit. I think it's really gonna hit. I'm excited because I'm buying some for sure, no doubt in my head.
Nice.
So Matt, live from Idaho. If you're watching, help us out and hit that thumbs up button. Wow. Okay. And he said, I get nothing. I'm getting one of these. One of these are mine. All right, that's Phoenix Trip. Action Southern Dunes is sick. You guys have both played. You guys get any commentary on that? Because I know you guys played it for what was that? The Troon?
Yeah, Troon Challenge.
Championship,
Challenge.
whatever it was. Yeah.
And how'd you guys play out there? Like,
I think we finished middle of the pack. We didn't particularly play any all that great, but the golf courses that we played were awesome. Especially with Southern Dunes. Southern Dunes was really nice. That was a sick layout.
Yeah, I think that's a course that I could play. Like that's my home course, and that's just play that over and over.
I could play. I felt like I was at Coyote kind of.
Like, yeah, it doesn't seem as extreme. Like
totally no.
It's just like it's kind of a weird. It's sort of a weird course.
Dan, you just need like 15 feet on some tee boxes here and there.
Yeah, it's pretty flat.
Like lower or higher. It's pretty flat.
There's a couple uphill greens if I remember right, but not many. It's just it's just so perfectly manicured and well thought out. It's sort of like desert, but not.
Boom Boom helped out on that one, I think.
Did he?
Yeah.
I just love that place.
Up in that.
I need to get down there again. I would go there just to play there.
I paid $188 to play there.
Which compared to some of the other courses right now that's like half price.
Yeah, well, we're in Phoenix in December, so I mean it's to be expected. It's high season, obviously, for them, but coming from Vegas, it's tough. I mean, what do you guys typically play out there in North Carolina, like for a tee time, Jameson?
I mean, for the public tracks like Charlotte proper, $80, 80 to 100.
Yeah.
So it's not bad. There's a lot more like in Charlotte proper private golf for sure. Public's not. I mean, you're driving 20, 30 minutes to get to any kind of public golf. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys have probably seen
again,
like an explosion in like green fees over the past couple of years, right?
It's not even that. It just, I mean, you've seen them. Everybody's seen them, but just it's just tough to get them. I mean, not even the price has obviously gone up. Yep. I work 100%. On the weekend. I'm the GM at a brewery, so luckily I'm not really the weekend warrior. Like Monday, Tuesday, Thursday is my golf days usually. Yeah. So, which is nice. A little bit cheaper tee times and just availability, but yeah, it's pretty insane. There's a couple courses that, it's crazy. But
what's your?
Do you?
But again, but being in Charlotte, I mean, if you have a couple days, driving to Pinehurst is super easy. Obviously, beach is 3 hours away. So yeah, pretty accessible to a lot of courses within an hour driving.
Go ahead, Dan. You had a question.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you what's your favorite course in the Charlotte area?
Man, Rocky River. Obviously, I shot a 72 there, so I'm like a 5.5 handicap, so not great, but I can get around. Shot a 72 at Rocky River, so that holds a place for sure. Skybrook, me and my buddy play there a lot. He's a member there. Got a friend's. It's a semi-private track, but a lot of elevation change, just some cool holes. Those are two of my probably favorite.
Is it Quail? Was it Quail Ridge or Quail Valley or something like that out there?
Quail Hollow is right, right down the street.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right down the street from you.
Yeah, so it's probably about 10 minutes, I'd say.
Sweet.
So I used to work at Charlotte Country Club, which is they played the amateur there, a U.S. amateur. When was that? 2 years ago. I'm sure my buddy might be listening. He's going to yell at me for not knowing what it was, but super cool track. Yeah, I mean, my life before the brewery, I was in country club, so got in Colorado. So got to play a lot of course in Colorado, but had an opportunity when I moved to North Carolina to play some courses as well from the country club pass. But haven't played Quail. Carmel's a super sick. They have 2 courses, 2 very different courses. And that's private here. Carmel's super sick. Yeah, definitely a lot more private though within Charlotte than public. So
you gotta travel to the outskirts a little bit.
I've not played Quail though. I've been there many times. Walked the course, played on Tiger Woods, all the good stuff. But I haven't got to actually play out there. But
so let's get into you, man. Let's get into Blind Squirrel.
Yeah,
what's Blind Squirrel Golf, man? What is it all about?
Started it a few years ago. To be honest, man, I was just getting into golf when I was in Colorado. I worked again at a different country club. I was on the hospitality side, not really on the golf side, but all my boys, all the golf assistants were all my friends. So we played a lot of golf. Wasn't very good. Kind of committed right there. I was like, I'm going to get good at this game. Like I'm going to play or at least have fun. I want to be able to enjoy myself, So that's when I started buying the clothes, started repping the hats, and I was like, man, like this just isn't really my vibe, or if it is my vibe, every 20 people have it that I'm playing with. I'm like, geez, man, come on.
Yeah.
So I was like, dude, I do some art, do some graphic art, done a lot of logos for people. We can get into that too, but I was like, you know what? They called me Squirrel in high school, super small, really fast on the soccer team, probably annoying. And that's how I kind of play my game, man. Like every swing your swing, find your nut. It's kind of what I say. Which Joe, you can relate to that being the soul golfer. Just
totally.
There's no right way to do it, man. Just be out there, have fun. If you're gonna find your nut every once in a while, and it's kind of it's gone from there, man. Some people saw the hat, saw the logo, asked me about it, and I was like, yeah, it's just something I kind of made. They're like, oh man, I love one. I was like, all right, let's see if I can kind of do this. Made a few more hats, sold those. Just kind of grown from there, man. So it's fun. It's just a little passion project. And again, trying to keep it pretty chill. I don't have any kind of website or anything. I drop it on Instagram.
Damn, man.
Sell out within a few hours. Like, I mean, I did my last drop before these hoodies were some shirts. Sold 100 with like probably in 2 days, which is sick. It's not huge, but the golf community is so sick, man. it's cool to be part of it. And again, the size, I like the size it is. I do have a full-time job, which I love, so I like where it is right now. Speaking of the golf community, yeah, if we want to go into this, my car was stolen. Car was stolen on Monday, so last week, from inside my parking garage in a gated community in Charlotte.
Wow.
So, false sense of security we probably all have in an apartment complex with a garage that I've been here 7 years that works 20% of the time. I know that. I still feel safe. Okay.
Yeah.
Woke up morning, go to work, glass all over the ground. I was like, oh man, either my car's towed or it's stolen. So smart me, there's an air tag in my golf bag.
Hell yeah, let's go. Air tag in your golf bag. That's number one move. Everybody listening.
For sure.
Do it.
So good.
Right now.
PSA, air tag, get a lot of them, get 20 of them, sprinkle them around Hansel and Gretel your life, dude. All right. So anyway, police officers came. I was like, man, I have my golf clubs. I got everything in there. My laptop, my iPad that I draw on, my wallet, like everything's in there.
Your towels that you were just dropping too.
My towels that I was dropping were in there. Shout out Kyle, man. Shooter shoots golf. Dude does custom towels. Send me some more for free. Dude's
awesome.
Dude's a homie for sure.
I don't know him, but I follow him. Sweeten's fam
Kyle,
over there.
Man, he's does all sweet stuff. He's a good dude. But anyway, so air tags. Looked him up. They're like 4 miles away. I was like, dude, let's go. So me and the police officer, I was like, dude, adrenaline's kind of running, man. I don't do this stuff. I don't get it.
Mountain Dew and let's go. Let's hit the road.
Yeah, dude. You know, I had like 3 by then. It was like 8:30 in the morning. I was already running.
Quick drop, real quick. Quick drop. We're playing the Kingdom at Goat Hill. We stop at Duncan, and Trey's driving, and he's like, "Hey, you guys need anything?" He's like, "Nope, I got my Mountain Dew. I'm good to go." Dude, biggest fan of Mountain Dew right here. Get a sponsorship. Let's go, Jameson.
That's right. It's first thing every morning, man. Grab a Dew. All right. Anyway, so we're on the way. We're on the way to the air tag. It's beeping. Blind Squirrel Golf bag. Blind Squirrel Golf bag. Pull up. It's like 4 miles away from my house. It's in a dumpster. Right. Golf clubs are intact. I got some TB7, some 14 irons. Just got some artisan wedges.
So your 14s were in there.
Yeah,
and they dumped it in a dumpster. Dumbasses.
The maintenance guy, we passed him, and he's like, "Yeah, all this stuff was just spread out, like your ex-girlfriend just left you, man, and all your stuff's in the parking lot." That's what it was. So, but everything was intact. I got a little rust on the wedges just because they're raw, whatever. But nothing taken out of the golf bag, like head cover, nothing damaged at all. It was just literally thrown out of the car, thrown in the dumpster. So recovered those, which is. Made me feel good,
totally.
It was good. But yeah, so that's, again, going back to the golf community, man, so many people reached out. And I usually don't like share my personal business on Blind Squirrel just because I just don't. I'm kind of a private guy myself anyway, but like I felt like I needed some, like, I don't know what I needed, man. I need some sympathy or like, dude, let's fight this fight and get this shit back kind of feeling. So I posted some stuff on Instagram, just like, man, just fuck those people that did this. Kind of, it just sucked, right? But the golf community, the reason I say that, the golf community, man, is just so cool and so tight knit. Like, Tyler Woods, my boy, he reached out. He's like, I have so many golf clubs and golf sets. He's like, I'll ship it to you tomorrow. Like, you got to play golf. If you can't find your clubs or if there's stuff in your car you lost, I got you. And that's the stuff. There was a lot of stuff in there that I couldn't. There's no monetary amount, right? There's like golf tees from the Ocean Course, which I just played a few weeks ago. It's like, those are gone.
Yeah.
So again, stuff that doesn't, the police is like, okay, what was in there? I was like, yeah, there was hundreds of golf tees from these tournaments that I played that probably valued like $5.
Yeah.
But in reality, man, it's like, that's just shit that's sad to me. Yeah. And again, don't leave it in your car. PSA, don't leave shit in your car. But
totally.
I did, and but yeah, sad day. But again, the golf clubs are back, and it's, at the end of the day, they're just things, and gives me an excuse to go back to the Ocean Course, man, get some more tees, So, but yeah, back to the brand again. I kind of started out just because I do artwork and just kind of wanted to rep my own stuff and for my homies to rep it. I don't have many followers. I have a little over 1,000, but they're super loyal. you know, and I support the homies and they support me, and it's fun. So that's kind of how it started, man. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat as you, man. Like I just want to do cool shit that I want to wear, and if somebody else likes it, cool. If you don't like it, you don't got to buy it, man. I got no hard feelings against you. Like I think the stuff that's in pro shops are very lackluster. You know, like I want to buy like something that's cool and different and shows my character. Like golf shops, like for like Kiowa, for existence, you should not be putting your logo embroidered on that FootJoy tee. You should make your own shit and make it cool for that area of golf or whatever it is. You know, if it's not trying to buy no Peter Millar, I'm not trying to buy no FootJoy. I want to see some Kiowa shit that relates to the course and then makes me remember it when I'm wearing it back at home. You know,
100%.
Build character and create a niche that relates to your course or your experience or your moments that you experienced at that place. And I think that's where golf pro shops lack. Like I was in Action Southern Dunes pro shop and I was like, damn, I really want to buy something here, but nothing is what I want to wear. And courses need to find something that relates to them that makes me want to buy it. You know what I'm saying?
Like how would you do that? Like if it's not a FootJoy shirt or a Peter Millar for sure, what would it be?
Make your own shit. You're a golf course. You know, like don't give me this fall's FootJoy collection with your embroidered logo on it. Make your own shit that tells a story to the course that you played today. Like, because at the end of the day, it's all moments and memories. Like, I don't want to go to a golf course and show up in a FootJoy shirt. Or I mean, any of these brands, Straight Down, Greyson, all of them. Fuck them all. They make the same thing and they embroider the logo on them, and the course puts their logo on them, and I can show up to Las Vegas National and see a dude that's in a Pine Valley shirt or a Action Southern Dune shirt, and we have the same style on, but it's got a different logo embroidered on it. Like, make the experience memorable.
Yeah.
Create your own shit. And I don't know, I'm sure you follow Land Force out of Oregon, right, Jameson?
Yeah.
He said this a couple of weeks ago. He said, like, create your own style. Like, make the shit that relates to what your course represents. And it's so easy nowadays too. Like, I can figure it out. A golf course that's worth millions of dollars could probably figure it out even easier than I could, or hire someone to do it. So,
do you think the majority of people, though? Do you think the majority of the people just want a FootJoy or a Peter Millar shirt?
Probably.
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah.
And probably, yeah.
But like an example would be probably like the ghost tree on a t-shirt up at Bandon. Or
yeah, but do you understand? Like, listen, Banded Dunes. I know you guys probably listen to a couple of these episodes. If Bandon created their own fucking brand of clothing, you know how much more money they would rake in? And tailored it to each course and the vibe of each course.
We're Nish and Chris, two very amateur golfers on a quest to play the top 100 courses in the UK and Ireland, after Chris set this challenge on a drunken Saturday night in my kitchen. Join us on our frequently humorous journey of a lifetime as we grapple with the logistical and financial challenge of playing some of the best courses in the world, as well as grappling with our games, because let's face it, it's never just about playing. Sometimes the score matters too. Listen to the Top 110 Golf podcast wherever you get your podcasts.
But do you think it would just be a bunch of like, I mean, it would be a polo shirt with a Bandon logo inside on the tag. Like, how is that different than a FootJoy shirt with a Bandon logo on it?
Because it's custom. It's custom made. It's there's an authenticity to that. Like this golf course respects the fact that I came here to play their course, and they put their thoughts into creating something to sell in their store that's not manufactured from another company, because all those shirts are everywhere.
So maybe
I've
they have
walked
their
in-
own.
I mean, there's got to,
Yeah.
and there's got to be some obviously ties of contracts to the actual products and the clubs itself. And again, I mean, Jeremy, you're going back to like, okay, well, if it's not a FootJoy shirt, it's another polo. Like, it's basically the same thing. And again, unfortunately, it is. But I mean, the styles and how you were saying the Ghost Tree with Bandon, like that's like what I like when courses hone in on. Again, like get those hoodies out there, those T-shirts of like certain holes that you can't just go on and order online, right? Because I mean, dude, so many people wear Quail Hollow shirts here, right? And it's like 20% of people have played here, but the 20% of people that play, like as they went in the pro shop, they should have a different option than what you can get online or like out in the wild, right? Like that's cool, right? Like I mean, the I didn't buy anything at the Ocean course. One was price. It was absolutely insane.
Disgusting.
And somebody that makes clothes now or like has a little brand, like I know what all these cost. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Again, that's not why I didn't buy. I wasn't being cheap. But two, I was like, I just don't want to. There's nothing really here that I would rep or that's my style. The thing that appealed to me was a T-shirt, right? That had some of the whole like kind of like a drawing of some of the holes and the yardages. And I was like, this is kind of sick. I like this T-shirt.
Yeah.
But again, yeah, just
I think that's a good.
I mean, I'm a huge pro shop guy, and when I go in there and I'm like hoodies, I'm a hoodie sucker, right?
Yeah.
T-shirts I like, just like you're playing, going to the gym T-shirt, but repping the course.
Mhm.
It's amazing. Some of these courses don't make like a cool T-shirt. Like, all you got to do is make a cool T-shirt. Really, at the end of the day, and you're gonna get somebody to buy it. 100%. If it's their first time playing it and it's a cool T-shirt, I'm buying it, or a cool hoodie.
I think most courses do pretty good with hats. At least like, Harbor Town, they put the lighthouse on everything. So that's, it's a hat. It could be a head cover that's a lighthouse. It could be all that. But I think mostly like hats, you can find they're unique. They have the course.
Oh, don't get me started on hats.
But it's like, I don't know. For me, maybe I'm not a buy a polo shirt at a golf course person, but if they did have T-shirts like what you were saying with like the course, maybe like a layout of the course or something cool, I think that's something that I would definitely
Jeremy, but you're not a buy a polo at a golf course person, but you are a buy something at a golf course person, right?
Usually a buy a hat at a golf course person.
Exactly. So if it's a course you've never played, like for me, if I go into a golf course I've never played and it's my first time there, I'm walking in wanting to buy something.
Mm-hmm.
I want to buy something. It's my first time there. I want to remember my experience, and I want to rock it at fucking Roberto's. I want to buy a bean and cheese burrito in this hat or this polo or whatever the case may be. But if there's nothing in there that caters to my style, I'm not buying it. And that's where the problem is. These courses all fucking put their logos on Imperial hats. Every single one of them. You can go to any golf course in this world and there's a logo on an Imperial hat. Create something different. There's a new wave. I know not most people like flat brim hats. There's a lot of people that do. Put your damn logo on a New Era hat. And there's people that like baseball teams. Create a baseball logo for your course, or like an MLB style logo for a hat. Easy. You don't have to stock. You don't have to throw thousands and thousands of dollars in it, but create it as a test and throw it in there because there's a new wave coming up. Put your damn logo on a New Era hat. I don't know what's so damn hard about that. The only course that we've like me and Dan have played many courses, and Jeremy, you've played many courses. The only place I've ever seen a logo from a golf course on a New Era hat is Chambers Bay. And they had 7 1/4 sizes.
And the hat was dope too.
And it was sick. Yeah. I would have bought 4 of them. 100%.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. I would have bought 4 of them because I've never seen it before. And these courses there's a new wave coming up. Figure it out. Create an identity in your pro shop. Cater to all of the demographics because you're going to get the Peter Millars, you're going to get the Link Souls, you're going to get the New Era dudes. Figure it out. That's my problem. and this is a long rant, but
I know we went on a tangent. Yeah,
Yeah.
just partially my fault, but yeah.
but you get it. I mean, you get it.
Dude, yeah, and the same thing. I just played the Ocean course. That was the day before Thanksgiving. It's so sick. But again, I went in wanting to buy something, and I left with the Turvis tumbler.
Yeah,
That's all I got.
Yeah,
Which is sick. It's like, I mean, I rep that, and then again, but yeah, just the things didn't appeal to me. Went up to Ballyhack and just bought a sick hoodie. I played there a week before the Ocean course, and just bought a hoodie. Because
how was Ballyhack,
everything else,
man? That looks sick.
Never played Chambers Bay, but just seen it on video games and TVs. But very Chambers Bay feeling, like driving to hole one. The front nine's on one side of the road, back nine's on the other, which is more of a going through the mountain kind of vibe. The front's more linksy for sure, but after you get above hole 1 and 2T, you can see the whole front nine, which is you're up on this little kind of plateau. It's beautiful. A lot of shared fairways, a couple shared greens. Just number 18, man, I want to say like 20,000 square feet, but that sounds insane. But they have like 15 different hole locations because that's where all the cabins are around 18. So they just light it up at night and people are chipping around. It's part of the Dormy network, which I think moving forward here in a couple of years, if they haven't already, even if you're a member of the Dormy network, you have to stay there if you want to play, which is insane. But luckily we didn't have to. I got it there. My buddy's part of the network, so went up there. He called me Wednesday night. He's like, "How far are you from Roanoke?" I was like, "If you're calling me about golf, just tell me the tee time, bro." Woke up.
There we go.
Woke up, drove up there. A little over 5 hours.
Hell yeah.
Played and drove back. It was sick, but
Dope.
definitely recommend up in Roanoke. Yeah, it's sick. Very cool.
And that's Virginia, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Virginia's got some sick golf.
Sick spots.
I mean, courses.
I haven't really played
courses you wouldn't even think of. Just your random run of the mill mom pop golf courses. Sick.
Yeah, I'm from Northeast Tennessee originally, from Johnson City, about 3 hours from here. But the Old Farm, I don't know if you've heard the Old Farm in Virginia, and the Virginian right across the street are two sleepers for sure. If you ever get a chance to play the Old Farm, look it up. They have this, I think it's just called the Barn, but right in the middle of the course, you pass it like 5 or 6 times. There's an indoor putting green. It's kind of like honor system, grab and go what you want. They have beer on tap, sandwiches, all this stuff. You just drive through with your cart, grab whatever you need. But it's definitely a centerpiece to the course. But yeah, that area right there has some pretty sick courses.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are blessed with being able to drive to some like really dope courses in your area. Like, I mean, we have to drive 4 or 5 hours just to get to LA, and all the really really dope courses are 8-10 hours away. We're kind of in the middle of nowhere, but we got good courses out here, of course. What would you say for someone visiting North Carolina for their first time and willing to drive wherever across the state? Top 3, where would they go?
Let's go. Tot Hill is going to be my one.
Ooh,
Tot Hill is dude. They redid it. Just opened up this year. I went up there for
talk about the Iron Maverick a little bit. Yeah, me and Dan were trying to
go. Landon, great guy. He's part of the Golf Crusades. He's actually from Johnson City. Didn't meet him that way. Just kind of met him through Instagram, but huge, just like Mike Strantz fanatics, man. And went up there. We saw my buddy Jason Penn, saw that it was online, signed up our little foursome that we have here. Look forward to it for so. That course is sick. And I used to hear when I first moved here 6 years ago that it was kind of Tobacco Road's like little sister. Like, I mean, you can go play. It's cheaper. It's easier. It's not as good condition and stuff, but it's like, the cheaper man, Tobacco Road. No. This place is sick. Like Mike Strantz, with the blind tee shots with a lot more room than you think, but the crazy undulation everywhere. Dude, it's pure. Very super, super tough, but super fair. Harder than Tobacco Road.
Harder, wow. Okay.
Harder, for sure. But so sick. So I would say that's number one. Again, that's about an hour and 20 minutes from Charlotte. Easy drive.
It's like Greenville, right? Is that where it's at? Greenville?
It's in
Asheboro. Yep. That's right.
Asheboro, North
Yep.
Carolina. Yeah. Then I'd probably just go somewhere in the Pinehurst area, honestly. I guess of the courses, I would recommend number 4. Number 2, I played number 2, 3, 4, and 5. 2 is fun just because what it is and the history is super sick, and walking down and, where everybody's done their thing and just the history of it. But for a player of my caliber, it's exhausting, man. Like just the links of them, and just some of the shots that you have to pull off and on those greens that, old Mr. Ross just kind of,
yeah.
You just, it's just exhausting, man. But it was super fun. But number 4 was definitely my favorite of the ones of those that I listed off. Number 3, yep. Number 3, the short course, is a price value up there for sure, and kind of I think underrated. But their short course up there is so fun. So anywhere in the Pinehurst area, and then you get Mid Pines, Pine Needles, obviously are also top dogs. But and then I'm gonna stick on Mid Pines is so sick.
Sick.
And then honestly, I'd head to the coast, man, and go to the beach. Obviously the ocean course is sick, but sticking with Mike Strant's True Blue down there is super, super fun, right across the street from Caledonia.
Yeah.
But again, it's just Mike Strant's, and you just move into the beach. So just more water, more hazards, but the same kind of feel that you just drove away from 3 hours before. As you can tell, I'm a huge Strant's guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, man, that would be the top 3. Just because you get a little bit of everything. You're going to get the beach, you're going to get the mountains, and and then you're going to get kind of the Pinehurst vibes. But yeah, it's definitely a blessed place to live. I mean, we're 3 hours to the coast, like I said, the ocean course, and then going 3 hours east. We're in Tennessee, Northeast Tennessee, and hitting all those mountains, and it's fun, man. Yeah, but those would be the 3 for sure. Yeah.
Have you done Southern Pines yet?
I did, dude. Me and my buddy Quinn, we went up there, and it was probably, again, he's probably going to kill me for not remembering this. It had to be like 6 months before they actually opened after their renovation.
Okay.
But we were playing like number 3, the par 4 on the front. There was trees like laying over in the fairway, right? Like that's where they were in construction.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Gotcha. So I mean, a couple holes were completely closed. We were chipping over trees that were laying. We're like, that's fine. Let's just keep playing, So I haven't played it since they've redone it, but I mean,
it's
seeing
so
the
good,
bones
bro.
of it, the place is, dude. Seeing the bones of it for sure. It was.
This is a place I could literally play every single day of my life and be perfectly content.
Yeah, it was sick.
Yeah,
place is so sick.
I would add Sweden's Cove to that list of places if you're over here to drive, but Sweden's is like 6 hours away, so I don't think that's fair to all my Sweden folks to.
Yeah,
it's a little far from here. But,
well, you also got to plan that one out a little bit.
Oh man, yeah. Well, you know enough of the homies now, man. Like,
yeah, we can figure it out. I'm sure, but
yeah, but that place, that's what it is. That's just golf, man. That's what it is. That's where that.
Yeah, I got to get back.
Yeah, I get goosebumps talking about Sweden. Have you guys played there, Jeremy, Dan?
Mm-mm.
No.
Dan's been on the putting green.
I've been on the putting green. I've seen the shack. I saw all that good stuff. Never saw the golf course.
So we went there. So we had a free trip, shout out 5 Iron, to Lake Reynolds, and we drove up and played Macklemore, and then I was like, we have to go to Sweetens. We have to go at least swing by and try. And we went down there, and there was a tournament going on. So I had talked to Ryan Cigar Don. And I was like, "Hey, we're gonna come by around this time." He's like, "Come by. We'll try and figure something out." So it was 4 of us, and there was I can't remember what tournament it was, but they had to still play. And we talked to Madamski, and we brought a bottle of bourbon. I'm like, "Hey, we're from Vegas. We're in the area. Like, we're just giving it a shot." And we were kind of waiting around, and we did not get to play. But these guys were on the putting green. They make fun of me all the time. Well, at least Bob West does. Shout out Bobby up in North Dakota now. But I was faded. And we were on the putting green. I just started walking into the course. I found Ryan. I jumped on the back of the cart. And Cal, Birdies and Bourbon. Yeah. So I met them on like 8 tee box, and he let me hit his driver. So I had a tee shot on 8, and he handed me his mirror on number 9, and I was carrying my putter, and so I hit a tee shot on 8, and I hit a tee shot on 9, and I missed my putt on 9 and made par. So I haven't played it fully yet, but I that's one that's high up there.
Yeah, it's definitely a vibe, and that's how I originally met Cam.
Yeah.
Cam Kelly from the Kingdom. I did artwork for some artwork for the Mad Hatter.
Yeah, and you guys did the beer, right?
Tournament.
You work for a brewery,
so
you guys did the beer for the Masquerade. How did that come about?
Yeah, so I did the label. I did that Phantom logo. I designed that, and then shout out Hot Fly, the brewery that I work at in Charlotte.
Yeah,
we made it was one of our lagers, man, and people loved it. It was sick. It was fun. But that was kind of my introduction to Cam, was on the art side.
Yeah,
doing logos and stuff for him and some artwork. So
yeah, so you done Masquerade Kingdom. I know. If you listen to when Cam was on a couple weeks ago when he was out here for F1, how do you feel about the next year's event? Are you going? The Sugarloaf?
Yeah, if I'm invited, man, definitely.
Well,
yeah,
you've been.
I'm excited about it.
Yeah, I gotta find a way.
Well,
to get
I missed the Mad Hatter because my boy flipped a golf cart on me a couple weeks before the Mad Hatter. Broke all my toes in my foot, so that was sick.
Shit!
So I've missed.
Jeez.
Yeah, up in playing golf up in Minnesota. Flipped the golf cart in the parking lot about 8 feet away from my car.
Damn,
so that was
that
fun.
sucks.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That sucks.
So I did miss the Mad Hatter. And again, Breakfast at Tiffany's was the first one, which I think was some of the cleanest artwork. That Seth McWhorter is a genius. That guy's a creative genius for sure, and he does all their stuff. But
yeah, I'm excited to see.
Cam's a good guy. The group is super, super cool that we've all met and kind of formed, that he's brought together. So I'll definitely be up there. Looked up the course. Haven't played any golf up there in that area. So
well, we have Abandon scheduled the month before that, so it might be difficult to get away. But hopefully.
Have you been out there before?
Abandon? I have been abandoned, but North New York, never.
Yeah.
So and we're going to be sleeping in tents if we make it up there. So
I'm about to say, apparently it's just like in the middle of nowhere, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's probably not a Dairy Queen in sight. You know what I mean?
It's a shame, bro.
You probably find some Mountain Dew up there though, so you're good.
I'm bringing it.
Stocking it up.
I'm not risking it. Yeah.
Couple last things I wanted to get into before we depart, because we're probably approaching like an hour and 30 minutes, I think, something like that. But I stopped the recording, so I don't know. Kisner on NBC. You guys saw that?
Yeah,
Century and Waste Management. I think it's going to be dope.
Oh yeah. It's sort of like, does it close the chapter of golf though? That's kind of what makes me a little sad, because I love watching him play. But I mean, he hasn't done much recently.
But Azinger is out.
Yeah,
Kisner's coming in for 2 spots. I think it might be good.
Yeah,
he's got those one-liners, bro. So I'm excited to see. Yeah, I'm excited to hear him drop some stuff.
And at the Waste Management, I think he's going to do really good at Waste Management. So I'm excited for that. Another thing I wanted to chat about is Tiger leaving Nike. You think it's happening? I think Tiger might be going to Greyson, which that's a big nut for Greyson. They're trying to find their nut currently. Shout out Blind Squirrel Golf. I mean, Charlie was rocking Greyson. JT's a Greyson. Where was it the last time that we see Tiger in Nike red on Sunday? Is he going to be rocking Greyson?
Does Greyson make clothes big enough to fit Tiger?
They will tailor it. I'm sure if he's going to join, they're going to tailor it for him.
I guess they got a couple NHL guys. I guess.
Yeah.
I know
Harry Higgs
the Red
wears
Wings
them.
Captains, and Harry Higgs. Yeah, I guess that's true. But the former number 1 Luke Donald, it just seems like it's all for. And then the lefty.
Yeah.
Why can't I think of his name?
Akshay?
Auction.
Yeah.
Yeah, Akshay. Yeah, his name was just completely. Yeah, so I think that's cool. I also heard that is Nike doing something with Strixon? Is that? Have you heard? Has anybody heard this?
I didn't see that.
So like, because obviously Strixon doesn't have a closed side, right? So they're, man, I forgot what Instagram I saw that on, but that's some rumors going around that Strixon and Nike are going to like form and be
Interesting.
like Nike will be the clothing side of Strixon.
Wow, that'd be interesting.
Which would be interesting, kind of weird, but
isn't it weird that
who knows if it's real or not?
Tiger would leave Nike and go to another company instead of just doing his own thing? I mean, obviously he probably has no time to run that. It's not like he's running it anyway, but it's just like, I don't know. That's just strange. I know it's relationships, and doesn't he have some ownership in Greyson and all that stuff, but it's just odd. Like maybe it's because it's hard to believe Tiger and Nike not being associated with each other anymore, because it's been like that from the beginning, but it just feels like Tiger could start his own and it would just explode and be his own thing. But maybe that's not what he wants.
The Tiger should have started his own thing. I mean, you have the Jumpman, right? You see that logo, it's known. I mean, everybody knows that, right? I mean, I feel like Tiger missed that a little bit. He has that brand on his Nike stuff, but
yeah,
not as well known as the Jumpman.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. Greyson.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I like their stuff.
Yeah, they have nice stuff. It was kind of the Charlie show at the PNC. It seems like that was it. There was a lot of Tiger, but it was mostly Charlie.
Yeah.
But it was cool. It's just hard to picture that Tiger and Greyson, or I'm sure it's going to be a Tiger Woods style Greyson. It's not going to be the Greyson that we see right now, but
we have a new guest on the show.
First time appearance.
Everybody, welcome Quinn Poppy to the show.
Just crying. Katie's downstairs. So, are you named after Quintero Golf Course and Poppy Hills Golf Course? First time repping Quinn Poppy. What up? What were you guys talking about?
We were just talking about Greyson and Tiger. How I feel like it's pretty out of left field, but
I don't think they have enough money to sign him. That's my thing. Like, I mean, I know they've been doing well, but that's big. Be massive.
I don't think Tiger's really gives a shit about money too much anymore.
Well, they would probably have to give him like 30%.
I bet you he'll do like a collab like they do with Nike. You probably won't see that wolf logo too much, and they'll probably come up with his TW, and they'll just
like a tiger logo.
They'll probably do something, and then maybe Tiger will take that money. Maybe that'll be part of the deal of him signing with them or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
but I can't imagine like you go to Greyson, website, and you're gonna be buying the same shirt that Tiger has.
No. You have to build that shit.
Yeah, he's gonna have to. He's gonna have to wear it first, and then you'll see the shit on the website.
Yeah, but I my whole thing was I could see him going there since Charlie was wearing it at PNC, and then JT is one of his best buds on tour. So, I mean, we've all heard the rumors, so we'll see if it goes down. But it's interesting. All right, I got a couple more things here. What's on your golf Christmas list? Kirkland irons for Jameson. We got that.
Yeah, right.
What do you guys got on your Christmas list?
I don't know. I think my golf Christmas list will actually probably be in like March or April of next year. Because I'm going to be caddying for my buddy Mike and in that professional club championship.
Yeah, at Frisco.
And he's kind of telling me about, possibly hitting up one of the tour trucks down there and getting laced up with some equipment. So we'll see what happens. See what I decide on if that's possible.
Does he play TaylorMade or Callaway?
He was with TaylorMade, but him and his brother both are now with Callaway.
Okay.
So
dude, that'd be cool. Just go hang out in the tour truck.
I'm interested in looking and hitting those new Apex irons. So that'll be where my eyes will be set for sure.
Yeah, and that new smoke. I'm not a
Smoke
fan of the way
paradigm.
that smoke looks. I mean, I love carbon fiber and all that, but
no thanks.
It didn't look
not
good.
feeling the look of that. I'm sure it'll be good though. Just like the paradigm, I didn't like the paradigm, and then once you go hit it, it kind of grows on you, and it's just a nice driver. But
Well, there's so many
know.
companies now where all you have to do is take that shaft off, send it to them, and you can come back with a purple driver with, raindrops or some shit on it. So yeah, you can do whatever
we
you
did
want.
see that. We did see that tweet that Matt sent earlier about the 2024 drivers. Look super forgiving. Supposedly, I think that was Jonathan Arwall. Is that what it was?
Yeah. Yep. Jonathan Wall.
It's gonna be interesting. I like the look in the new TaylorMade that I've seen. I don't like the smoke thing from Callaway, and so we'll see. It's gonna be interesting. Jameson, what you got on your list, bro?
I kind of just got mine with those 14 irons, and then those artisan wedges. I'm pretty good, man.
Yeah, you got some artisan wedges. This guy.
Yeah, those are
Shout
beautiful.
out from the golf bench. Yeah.
That's what I would love to. I mean, going down there to get fitted for irons and wedges, that would be such a cool experience.
My buddy just did it. He said it was definitely an experience. I mean, it takes a little bit to get the irons, obviously, but well worth the wait.
Yeah.
And it's a piece of work.
Yeah.
They're beautiful work for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. The actual man creating them for you is that's super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been wanting to get like some type of launch monitor, but not spend a fortune on one of the big ones. So I've sort of been trying to figure out maybe an entry level launch monitor. That new Rapsodo, I think I can't remember the model of it, but the new Rapsodo launch monitor looks pretty cool. Something that you can bring with you. I kind of want to check into one of those maybe, but I also hate hitting off a mat into a net in the garage. So it'd probably be range only, but that's kind of on
there's a lot of there's a lot of really good like launch monitor stuff happening right now, and it's only going to get better here soon. So
yeah,
that's what makes me hesitant about buying anything, because I think in like a year or two, like you're going to be able to find some really, really, really good stuff like for price of what it is currently.
I think our good buddy Tom Latchley is in the process of getting a whole garage simulator thing. One of his buddies is selling it to him for a super good discount. So I think Tom's going to pull the trigger and convert one of his garages into
nice
hitting bay.
Nope.
That would be awesome.
What's on your Christmas list, Joe?
My Christmas list currently, I don't have much on it. I got 3 new level wedges. I already got delivered to me.
Yeah, you're gonna have to fight somebody for those.
Yeah, man, it's just my Christmas list is just to play some new golf courses with the homies, get some trips in. Doesn't matter where. That's my favorite thing to do is
golf trips.
Visit people, whether it's in Charlotte and playing with Jameson, or going to fucking Kentucky and playing with Cam, or playing in Laughlin Ranch with Dan and Jeremy and Matt. It doesn't matter. I want to see new golf courses. I want to play them all, as many as I possibly can while I'm here. So, and create those moments and memories. So, the tools are cool, but no, man, it's checking off the experiences and the courses for me. So, to a fruitful 2024 with checking off as many golf courses as possible. That's what I'm into.
Yeah.
Other than that, though, I'm gonna get some new levels, the new ones that are coming. That's on my Christmas list, but I can't get those for Christmas. So, and I might need a new rangefinder. But other than that, soul golfing all the way. Also, I would love a like a real deal molcajete, if anybody has one out there or knows where I can get one in Vegas, or like a real deal tortilla press, because I'm fully committed to the bean and cheeses and the Mexican way of life, food wise. So if you know where those are in Vegas, the real deal ones, let me know. Or if
maybe Rancho Market.
Yeah. I haven't ventured too far, but I want like a real deal molcajete. So, and I want a real deal tortilla press because I'm probably gonna buy some maseca soon and try and make my own fucking tortillas because I can live on Mexican food. So, yeah.
That's that'll be a whole other spin-off of podcast.
Yeah. Other than that, man, VGN season is done, as we mentioned before. You can sign up now, vegasgolfnetwork.com, chasingdaylightpodcast.com to stay in tune with all of us. Make sure you subscribe on the YouTube channel. We're here every single week for you. Dad's not home, and we're still here. Left us the keys. So anytime you have any questions or anything, hit us up on Instagram or wherever, email, whatever you got to do. And we're here for all of your Las Vegas golf recommendations or bean and cheese spots that you need for the weather forecast, whatever it may be. We're here for you. And until then, you got anything else, Jameson? Hey, make sure you guys check out Blind Squirrel Golf. Follow him. Got a hoodie drop going on. Did you officially drop the hoodie or what? Did I get
Not yet.
I got the pre-order.
It'll be tomorrow. I got a fork late today. I was gonna snap some pictures. Sun was already down. It was like 5:30. So I gotta doing it tomorrow. Yeah, you got the pre-order.
Yes.
Send it to some homies. So yeah, dropping those in 2 hats.
Tomorrow, you said?
Yeah, check
hopefully
that out
tomorrow. Cool.
Tomorrow. Yep. Yeah, hopefully tomorrow. But yeah, I'm looking to do some big stuff, and I really appreciate you having me on. Nice to meet both y'all, and hopefully next time I'm out there, we'll kick it and play some golf, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Thanks for jumping on. It was a blast. You're welcome. Anytime you want to spread any message, let us know. Hit me up. We're here for it. And until next week, man, Matt will be back. I'm sure we'll be here on December 26th. And Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to everybody. Hope you have a good one. And until then, later.